Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Are you getting worried, guys? Over the last week, we've seen the Bitcoin price rallying, and some were assuming that, we would get to some new highs just the other day. I talked about Bitcoin going up to 66,100. I was plotting these higher lows on the chart, higher highs as well, assuming that we would see some new highs. But now, guys, here is the reality. There has been a reversal. We did see a lot of selling pressure over here on Thursday, which was just yesterday. Now we're starting to see this climb back up. We're trying to regain some of that momentum that we saw over the last week. This is Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. Let me throw it on the 1 hour for you guys to show you maybe a little bit better here with some more detail. So is this the end? Are we going to see another reversal to the downside? Right now, it seems to me that we're just basing in and around here. So not really finding any kind of major activity when it comes to buying and selling pressure. Investors are, pretty happy paying in and around 63 to 64,000 per BTC. That could change very, very quickly, though, as we did see, the price of Bitcoin increase significantly over the last week. Starting over the weekend with the news about former President Trump, right now we are seeing a Bitcoin sitting in and around $64,000. Let me throw that on the daily. On the daily, guys, it's painting a very, very different picture. So when in doubt, zoom out, of course, always. The trend is still very, very bullish, as you guys can see. And although we have seen a couple of red days, we are still now forming what is looking like that indecisive candlestick pattern in there, which means we are likely forming a bullish pennant. Or the beginning of one anyway. Yes, we will still likely see another move to the upside now. How long that will take, that is still a very, very good question. Luckily for us, market sentiment is still in the positive numbers here, 57 in neutral territory. So we're not seeing that extreme euphoria yet. Market cap is down just by a little bit, 2.34 trillion, down by under 1%. 24-hour volume, that's at 70.85 billion. That's down a little bit too. So the selling pressure has dropped off a little bit. Bitcoin dominance has rised a little bit too to 54%. So we're seeing a stabilization in the market as of now. Bitcoin is down only by 0.95% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum down 1.26%. We've got BNB coin down 0.54%. Solana's up actually 1.9%. XRP down 4.82%. However, XRP within the last 7 days still doing fairly well, up 16.3% total. So we are still maintaining those average numbers for XRP, at least, even though yesterday we did see a big down day for XRP. And today, guys, we are witnessing the same. This is XRP on the daily chart here. And if I throw it on the hourly, you guys can see all those gains that we saw for XRP are now coming back down. So we did see that high up there of about 0.637 cents, and now XRP is trading back in and around 54.8. However, if we look at it on the daily chart, guys, we gained so much over the last week or so. So a retrace, obviously mimicking what Bitcoin is doing here on the chart. So we're seeing a very, very similar situation here, albeit XRP a more dramatic version of this. And this is generally what we tend to see. XRP moves last fast. It also is very, very volatile compared to other cryptocurrencies. So it's just demonstrating that on the chart right now. Wouldn't get worried about it, definitely not. Even if I throw a trend line up here, you guys can see XRP remaining very, very close to that trend line, if not right on top of it, right in there. So if I move it a little bit here or there, kind of doesn't really matter. I think what we're finding is that XRP finding that base in here, similar to what we saw back during this period between mid-April and early June 2024. So hopefully we don't see too much more to the downside for XRP. Of course, it will depend on how Bitcoin performs. Some of you guys have probably been asking, is the banana zone canceled? If you've been following Raoul Pal, making sure everything is copacetic for the next bull run, here's your daily reminder of DFTU, guys. No need to fret.
Everybody's hopes and dreams are in a banana zone. And I know it matters to people a lot. It matters to me a lot. And so when it doesn't happen, you start having that conflicting voice in your head. What happens if it doesn't happen? What happens if it doesn't happen? What happens if it doesn't happen? Fuck, am I going to feel stupid if I fuck this up? Just stick with the program. I went through in such detail in that 2.5 hour show about why it's very, very, very likely to play out again. And I stick with that. Whether it starts next week, next month, or even September, I don't know and I don't care. What you can't do is stop turning on each other the moment the bloody thing turns sideways. It's ludicrous. Yes, sideways markets in the majors means a complete bloodbath in the stupid shit you picked up, which is why don't fuck this up. Only have a small portion of stupid shit. They're fun to have, we like it, but if you have too much of this stuff, the moment the dancing stops, these things collapse to the floor. This is why I try and explain to you why to have the majority in larger cap tokens that have proven network effects that are working.
So very, very similar to what I'm doing this bull run, guys. I am diversifying. I am keeping it simple to a degree. And I'm also going to be changing my strategy up, looking at price targets in a very different way this bull run. You guys can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for all my crypto trading moves. And you can filter out all the crypto trading stuff by clicking on a little tag that I created for the Patreon subscribers. It doesn't have to be difficult, guys, but I get it. Waiting sometimes is the hardest part, considering we've been, for all intents and purposes, waiting since the top of the last market in and around November of 2021. It has been a very, very long time, and I know people's interest starts to wane and people's excitement starts to wane and all that stuff. This is why we've got the Fear and Greed Index to gauge sentiment in the space. But no fear, the banana zone is right around the corner, so I wanted to thank Raul Powell for pointing that out. XRP Ledger is also seeing a substantial amount of both new addresses created and total addresses interacting on the network. So both are at their highest levels since March. That is another metric that I think is very important, especially for XRP holders. 1,721 new XRP wallets created in a single day, the most since we saw on March the 30th. So people are gearing up, ready to, not just hodl, but to eventually trade XRP. Over there at Patreon, I'm going to be talking about my XRP exit targets too. So I'm keeping a portion for the long term, but I'm also going to be selling off some of my XRP at the height of the bull run. The big thing in the news today, though, guys, global payment issue hits the Bank of England. There has been a worldwide outage, and this is the breaking news that could, in fact, accelerate the transition of this new financial system. And guys, it's not even just in the banking sector, but I wanted to play you guys this clip from Sky News. Listen to this.
Minutes, the Bank of England has reported a problem with its CHAPS payments system. Our business presenter Ian King joins me now. Ian, just remind viewers what CHAPS is, why it's important and how catastrophic this could be for quite a lot of people today.
Hi, Jane. Yes, the CHAPS system. CHAPS stands for Clearinghouse Automated Payment System. It's used by 28 banks, and it's really a process by which large sums of money are transferred, often from one bank to another. But it's also used, for example, in housing transactions as well, when solicitors transfer money on behalf of clients who are buying and selling properties. The Bank of England's statement, which has just come out, it says, a global payments issue is affecting the bank's CHAPS service and delaying some high-value and time-sensitive payments, including some house purchases. We are mindful of the impact that this is likely to have, and we're working closely with a third-party supplier, industry and other authorities to resolve the issue as promptly as possible. If you're concerned about a CHAPS payment you plan to make or receive today, please contact your bank or other payment service provider. Retail payment systems are unaffected, so people and businesses can continue to use cash points, cash payments and bank transfers as usual. That's the only information we have just now, Jane. But the fact that the bank says this is a global issue does raise one or two eyebrows. Now, it's not uncommon for CHAPS to experience problems. They usually crop up, though, when one bank or another is experiencing a particularly heavy workload, and that's where delays can crop up. So we've no further information at this time, but potentially it could cause a lot of aggravation for people who are trying to complete on a housing transaction today. A lot of foreign exchange transfers are also put through the CHAPS system as well. But as I say, these tend to be quite large transactions. A lot of them tend to be from one bank to another, but they do also include large payments of money from banks to corporate clients and back again as well. So potentially there is scope for quite a lot of inconvenience. I mean, this service puts through on a typical day tens of millions of transactions, which can total billions of pounds per day. So it is a big part of the infrastructure, the financial plumbing, if you like, of the financial services industry.
A big part of the plumbing, a big part of the financial industry. And guys, this is only one sector that has been affected. Of course, Anthony Welfare coming out saying this is why we need public blockchain-based payment systems. That is correct. The current payment systems are decades old and not fit for the modern world. Wake up to TradFi and speak to the dark side blockchain technology experts. By the way, happy to help advise the Bank of England if you need it. I've already spoken to around 20 central banks around the world. Maybe it is your time to shine. Global payment issues hit by the Bank of England with some house purchases delayed. And so Anthony Welfare here just retweeting out the Sky News story. Well, I mean, we know the Bank of England is already a Ripple partner, but it's not time yet. It is not time until they say it is. So what else is happening? Maybe this is the time, maybe not just right this second, but maybe after this, or if we do see more, dare I say, more cyber outages, could in fact push this further, guys. This from Disclosed TV. Global cyber outage, cybersecurity platform CrowdStrike is down worldwide, causing global IT problems. Microsoft has crashed 911 outages across several US states, and disruptions in international airlines, banks, and media outlets.
Hi, Tom Connell here. We've got a huge unfolding story in Australia and right around the world, but we can't bring it to you in the normal way. Why? It's affecting us at Sky News, at Foxtel, many customers, many users, many businesses. What's happened is we believe a malware company called CrowdStrike has essentially gone down. If we have a look at our studio here, this is what it looks like on many computers right around the world. Now, technical operators call this the BSOD, the BSOD, the blue screen of death. People are loading, systems are crashing, they're loading again and again and again. It's on a loop. So many companies are unable to work right now, including Sky News. Now, it's affecting users in Australia. We're talking major banks, telcos, media companies, Sky News obviously, ABC Radio was completely down last time we saw it as well. But it's right around the world. This is an international company. We can see here what it's doing as well to our screens. We've seen users in the US, in Europe, in Asia, New Zealand, right around the world this is happening. So this will be a massive story. There are offices everywhere that have just gone completely down, people unable to work, there'll be payment systems not working, and all sorts of issues, including for telcos. Remember that last outage for Optus and all the issues caused there? So this is massive. As I said, we believe the company is CrowdStrike. That's the belief at the moment. The last contact we had, by the way, with the Minister's office was that the belief was it was going to be CrowdStrike involved and they were working to fix their systems, but it's up to them to do it. So the stress on that is it's not a hack, if you like, where the government has to try to ward it off. It's a systems issue within CrowdStrike when an update happens. So once that update is being pushed through across the world, as soon as that update happened, companies are just going down, including here at Sky News. So you can see this is the situation right now in the studio. We're hoping this issue, we believe CrowdStrike will get fixed so that we can get back on air and tell you what's going on. And obviously we're hoping it's not disrupting your lives too much as well. So that's the update right now. Keep tuned in and we'll give you more updates as they come to hand.
King Karen here posting a photo here, a photoshopped image. Klaus Schwab as Neo from The Matrix. What a time to be alive, says Sweep. So guys, this is what we're currently witnessing. CrowdStrike Windows BSOD meme tokens populate Solana and Ethereum amid global internet outage. So here's the story as per CoinDesk. As we know, dozens of new crypto tokens themed after internet service companies CrowdStrike and popular Microsoft blue screen of death error were issued on Ethereum and Solana blockchains amid a reported global internet outage that has impacted several real-world services. So from the crypto perspective, that's what we're seeing. Dusty BC Crypto also saying, he feels like he's watching a movie here. Businesses across the world have been hit by the largest IT outage in history. So some of the big companies here, guys, including Microsoft, companies, banks, and airlines worldwide have been hit by a major IT outage, which is causing massive disruption to a wide range of services. Here's a look at the businesses and sectors that have been impacted. So businesses that use Microsoft are facing major IT outages around the world, with countless industries from airlines and trains to banks and media facing disruption. Here's a quote: "Workers cannot get from A to B and will have a knock-on effect for industries across the board if staff aren't there to perform important functions or systems are offline." This coming from Dan Coatsworth, investment analyst at AG Bell. Coatsworth also noted that the world grinding to a halt because of a global IT meltdown shows the dark side to technology and that relying on computers doesn't always make life easier. So that was another quote. The severity of the problem boils down to how long it lasts. A few hours disruption is unhelpful, but not a catastrophe. Prolonged disruption is another matter, potentially causing damage to companies and economies. There is chatter that cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike ran an update which didn't work on Microsoft's operating system and that caused systems to fall over. Given we don't know the full details, it's too early for investors to work out the financial or reputational impact on these businesses. So we are just getting, more news here. A software update could have been at the heart of this problem. Of course, the London stock market down, coincidentally, is also being affected by this glitch. So not just media outlets, not just airlines, but guys, the monetary system, London stock market, hit by technical glitch. This also coming out early today. The London Stock Exchange was hit by a technical glitch Friday that affected its news service and delayed its display of opening trades. Amid IT outages across the world, a source close to the LSE told AFP that the issue was linked to a technical issue affecting Microsoft customers worldwide. The LSE's company news feed is currently experiencing a third-party technical issue preventing news from being published. Technical teams are working to restore the service. Other services across the group, including the London Stock Exchange, continue to operate as normal. So stock markets, guys, have been hit. And even in the United States, media outlets are feeling it. This one coming from Ido Farina on Twitter, guys. People all over the world are locked out of their computers with black or blue screens, disrupting critical systems. The aviation industry is heavily impacted, with hundreds of flights canceled. Authorities and IT teams are scrambling to identify the cause and restore services. This coming from the Los Angeles CBS news affiliate. Listen to this.
Breaking news, reports of a major computer outage nationwide. Let's get right to Mike Rogers on the desk. Mike, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Pat, we are looking into this. It is really widespread. We're learning worldwide. The Wall Street Journal reporting Microsoft says there is a major outage impacting customers across the globe, and that's including us right here at CBS and the KCAL studios. You see from this camera here, all of our computers have gone down. This is kind of a systematic thing that has been going on throughout the last couple of hours. Sometimes they reboot, sometimes they don't. Social media, a complete buzz. Many users are reporting either black screens like mine or completely frozen blue screens with the, that freeze lock screen with a sad face on it that says there are some sort of issues. Now, many users are also reporting their computers simply won't turn on. Now, Pat, this is an ongoing issue. We talked about this earlier in the day with Frontier. Frontier, the budget airline, had to ground many of their planes for several hours as they too dealt with a massive Microsoft issue. That issue, the original issue had been resolved, but something has happened within the last about hour and a half or so that has caused widespread issues again across the globe. Microsoft apparently aware of this, according to the Wall Street Journal, and are trying to figure out exactly what is going on. But we are dealing with a pretty major computer outage right now, Pat.
So not only is this happening in England and, parts of Europe, Australia, it is also occurring in the United States of America. So are we in for something bigger? Well, Zoom here pointed this out. CHAPS failed yesterday. Today, we see global power outages causing banks, businesses, broadcasters, 911, and supermarkets to go offline. And Mr. Poole, guys, posted this back in May of 2021. Now, what does it mean? I mean, a fairly cryptic tweet. However, we are seeing all this happening now. Problem, reaction, solution. XRP Maximo posted this tweet, I believe it was a few years ago. Any cyber attack will be an inside job to usher in a new system they will control. Problem, reaction, solution, XRP. And it looks as though Mr. Poole did in fact like that tweet. From all those years ago, 3 years ago, I also did a video highlighting the Klaus Schwab clip from July of 2020. Cyber pandemic, anyone? It is unfortunate that I have to dig out this clip every so often just to remind you guys, this is the reality of our world. The WEF has been pre-programming us to make us believe that this is normal, that this is going to happen, making themselves sound like prophets, when in fact they are probably the ones who are doing it. Wait, Dawdler for XRP sent me this, which I thought was very interesting and slightly disconcerting. This from XRP Flanders on Twitter. They coming for our crypto? WTF are these lunatics up to now? Okay, let me play you this clip, guys. This back from July 2020. And this is Klaus Schwab, founder of the World Economic Forum. Listen to what he has to say.
But still, pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
This isn't even the first time we've seen something like this. I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been following me, this happened to me in July 2022. An entire cellular network went down, and I had to upload this short from a McDonald's explaining why I wasn't releasing a video that day. Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Yeah, I'm doing another one of these videos, guys. Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Yeah, I'm doing another one of these videos, guys. I'm thinking Klaus is trying to great reset me. I wake up this morning and yeah, okay, I have electricity, but I got no Wi-Fi, and you know, I'm looking at my phone bars and they're at 0. So it's looking like the satellite system it could be the tower, but I think it's more widespread than that. It looks like the satellite system is down for my network, so I don't have internet. I have to go to McDonald's to get internet, and that's where I'm uploading this from, by the way. So hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with a show. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, on my YouTube channel. See you in the next one. In July of 2022, the Rogers network experienced a major service outage in the Internet Protocol Core network that affected its wireless and wireline services across Canada. July 2022 outage. Eventually, it was restored, but some were suggesting that it was a test. And, you know, to point it out, maybe even more obviously, Vic's here retweeting out the Alex Cobb tweet that says, I don't really know how this TRAD5BS works, so maybe I'm not, all there, but is it normal for people to buy $120 million of put options on CrowdStrike the day before they ruin the world's technological infrastructure? And for those of you guys who do not know, a put option, they're a type of option that increases in value as a stock falls. A put follows the owner to lock in a predetermined price to sell a specific stock, while put sellers agree to buy the stock at that price. So somebody was shorting the market, somebody was shorting CrowdStrike, and it was CrowdStrike that apparently was responsible for this. So are we in the midst of a pre-planned collapse? And is CHAPS just the first money transfer system that's going to shut down, giving us a reason to usher in XRP and DLT technology? I don't know, guys. It's looking kind of fishy, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.